एक भारत आया है जो पिताजी थे, एक ही भारत रहेगा एज एन एक्टर, एक ही भारत हमेशा रहेगा। ये भारत दोबारा नहीं आएगा, बड़े स्टार आएंगे। Due to age, there were illnesses that were surrounding him, because of which he was not meeting a lot of people.
He was in every house. He was in families.
There were sequences of Dilip Saab and Dad, short songs, sad song sequences, पूरे निकाल के फेंक दी। You need guts for this. फिरोज खान साहब लंदन में थे, तो एक एंगल उन्होंने और शूट किया था ऑफ फिरोज खान एंड अ पाकिस्तानी जर्नलिस्ट, and there was a kind of a whole triangle between Saira Bano and Dad and Firoz Khan, and this whole thing was shot. But when he came back and sat on the editing table, अब वो रील देख रहे हैं, stop, काटो, फेंको, he said ये नहीं चाहिए।
Was it true that Rakhi and Sharmila ji refused Shore?
Yes, and Nanda ji did it for free.
Manoj ji directed one part of Mera Naam Joker. Kunal Goswami ji, thank you so much for joining me for a conversation on my show, The Vicky Lalwani Show. And I just want to start with the fact that life is so strange and cruel, because I wanted to be here meeting Manoj Kumar Saab, your father. And I tried several times, especially in the last 2-3 years. Of course, I had met him before once, but Sir was unwell, and every time the meeting got postponed, and sometimes, eventually kept cancelling. I so wish that I had met him once more.
Vicky, thank you for having me on your podcast, on your show. Life is always sweet with a bitterness in the end. It's a fact of life that when you come in from one door, the exit door is always destined to be there. Like my father had made the film called Shirdi Ke Sai Baba. उसमें जब बाबा कहते हैं कि मेरी समाधि का वक्त आ गया, या बाबा नहीं, वो एक डिवोटी की डेथ हो रही होती है, और उनकी जो पत्नी है वो बाबा की बहुत बड़ी डिवोटी है, और वो बाबा को प्रार्थना करी कि आप भगवान हो, आप इनको क्यों नहीं बचा सकते हो। तो कहते हैं मुझे एक इंसान बता दो जिसकी मृत्यु नहीं हुई हो, तो मैं उसको बचा लूँगा। तो दीज आर ट्रूथ्स वी हैव टू फेस। इट्स वेरी disturbing, emotional, and yes, like you said, last couple of years, I guess due to age, there were illnesses that were surrounding him, because of which he was not meeting a lot of people. His journey has been a good journey. He was born in 1937, and at the age of 10 to have seen partition in 1947 is not an easy pill to swallow. And then in partition, to coming with his family from Lahore to Delhi, seeing so many deaths within the family in front of his eyes also. And then living in refugee camps, Kingsway camp in Delhi. It's a struggle. And for the first time seeing the Indian Prime Minister on Red Fort giving his speech of independent India. This is what he used to tell us. That is where जो उनके अंदर भावना देश की प्रति आई है, वो वहीं से जागृत हुई होगी। और बड़ी कम उम्र में उन्होंने फैमिली का बोझा भी संभाला, बम्बई भी आए, किसी तरह काम भी शुरू किया। Rest is history.
The kind of films he made were mostly on India's problems and India's achievements at the same time. How much was he, even when I see his videos later in his life, lying on the bed, he's talking about the country, he's talking about what is happening in the country. Was it there with him almost all the time?
I think it's with everybody all the time. It's just that very few people have the ability to express it. or have the ability for it to be expressed and to reach people. He, of course, being in the genre from where he came from, he was very deeply rooted with the country. He was very connected even till the recent, Lok Sabha, Maharashtra elections we had, Vidhan Sabha elections he had the exact instinct, and he used to tell us, okay, this is how the election is going to, which way it's going to go. So he was very there with what's happening in the country. He always used to talk of the country. I mean, I have never seen him discuss really what's happening in a Middle East or what's happening in Europe. That was never his concern. It was always here. What's happening to the roots of our country. And if you talk about his movies, like I said earlier in an interview, starting from, of course, Shaheed was a like a biopic kind of a film. So that wasn't, there was not so much of creativity vis-a-vis that you can input. It was just from the books that he had created. But if you see Upkar, of Family Feud, of Brothers, it's still relevant. आज भी गांव छोड़ो शहरों में, आज भी आप कोर्ट्स में जाओ, आपको आधे झगड़े यही मिलेंगे. पूरा पश्चिम आज भी रेलेवेंट है. आज भी माँ बाप सोचते हैं कि हम अपने बच्चे को बाहर भेजें पढ़ने के लिए कि नहीं, वो पता नहीं वापस आएंगे कि नहीं. इट्स स्टिल रेलेवेंट. रोटी कौड़ा मकान, गरीबी, महंगाई, ब्लैक मार्केटिंग, स्टिल रेलेवेंट. It's not something that's gone. So, subjects were thought of with keeping the country in mind of what's really happening in the veins of the country, in the blood of the country, in the blood of society. And it's all still relevant.
He was in every house. He was in families.
You see, Hari Krishnan Goswami, his real name,
Yeah.
became Manoj Kumar as the film actor. Manoj Kumar became Bharat. Bharat became the dream of every mother, of every father, of every brother, of every sister, of every wife, that this is the ideal person that should be with me vis-a-vis whatever relationship it is. For that image, there was a lot of sacrifice. There was a lot of pathos behind it, because if you see his contemporaries, many of them, they have done hundreds of films. So if you see a commercial angle of a person who's come from a poor background, main motive is always मुझे तो घर के लिए पैसा कमाना है. But इनका ये नहीं था. जब ये भारत बने, इन्होंने वो कमर्शलाइजेशन जो थी अपनी, उनको हटा दी, क्योंकि मुझे भारत इमेज को संभालना है. भारत हीरोइंस को टच नहीं कर रहा. भारत सिद्धांतों की बात कर रहा है. भारत अगर 10 नंबरी में चोरी भी कर रहा है तो कोई रीजन से कर रहा है. उस हर चीज का एक बैलेंस करके चल रहे थे वो. लेकिन उस भारत बनने के लिए उस हरि कृष्ण गोस्वामी ने कितने कष्ट झेले, वो एक अलग पूरी कहानी है, कथा है उसके पीछे. So that is why he was in every house. That is why he was a dream of every family.
If you could tell us the sacrifices he made.
These are sacrifices. Imagine if when I am offered, when an actor who's desperate to be successful, who's come with a hunger, who's writing scenes for 11 rupees, 16 rupees as an anonymous writer, उनकी ड्रीम तो यही है कि मुझे अपने परिवार को बसाना है, अपनी फैमिली को बसाना है. लेकिन नहीं, ये सैक्रिफाइस ही बहुत बड़ी चीज है कि मैं ये सब नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि मुझे भारत बनाना है. मुझे भारत एक इमेज बनानी है जो लोगों को दिखाऊं मैं कि मुझे कैसा होना है, और मुझे कैसा होना है, मैं आपको कैसा होना है. दिस इज अ सैक्रिफाइस.
So what I'm trying to ask you here is, did he refuse films
Yes.
which were against his principles?
Yes.
Like
Many.
Like?
If you, I mean, I am not in any space to say that. I mean, if you speak to other senior producers, directors who are there, they will tell you how he was not accessible to do normal commercial films. He didn't. He was there was a time when they didn't even think of him because they said, "वो तो नहीं करेंगे." It had to have a meaningful subject. It could not be just a random commercial film. Even in a film which depicts our history in Kranti, he is still Bharat. He is still portraying himself as Kranti, but as Bharat. वो भारत जो रेवोल्यूशन लेके आता है. So that string of Bharat he did not leave. And because of that, of course there were sacrifices.
उनके रहन सहन में, डे टू डे लाइफ में,
very simple, very simple person. No demands, no luxuries that he ever wanted. Just the basic food, basic house, basic living principles, religion, family values, remembering your ancestors. These he held highest. For him to take his ancestors' name before any puja, any havan was most important. और हमको भी सिखाते थे वो, if you know, कि ये मैं कर रहा हूँ वो मत सीखो, मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ वो सीखो. And that was also in his film making for us. कि अगर तुम मेरी फिल्म देख रहे हो, तुम देख रहे हो मैंने ये क्रेन लगाया है और ये क्रेन इसमें मूव कर रहा है, तो ये मत देखो कि ये क्रेन मैंने लगाया है, ये मैंने क्यों लगाया वो समझो. ये किस वर्ड पे मेरी ट्रॉली चल रही है, किस वर्ड पे मेरा जूम चल रहा है, वो समझो कि मैंने क्यों सोचा होगा. ये एक बार वो समझ जाओगे तो ये इसको ऑपरेट करना तो इजी काम है,
ये इनग्रेन हो जाएगा.
बट ये समझना कि ये क्यों है, यहाँ पे फ्लूट क्यों बज रही है बैकग्राउंड में, यहाँ पे ओम जय जगदीश बैकग्राउंड में क्यों आ रहा है पूर्व और पश्चिम में, ये चीज जब समझोगे तो यू नो योर क्रिएटिव जूसेस विल ऑटोमेटिकली फ्लो टुवर्ड्स दैट साइड. So that is the kind of teachings he had for us.
You remember any time he pulled you up and, you know, as a child, you were not correct in your rituals and
He was not rigid with
puja
us.
or somewhere.
He was not rigid with us. He would make sure that we should be there. Then, of course, it's every child's destiny how he, adapts it. Now we had gone to Hardwar. I took my son. He's young, but he'll learn. Because today's generation is also at such a fast pace, they don't know what all these rituals are. But only if you make them participate will they learn. Like our holidays are always at studios to see him shoot, because he was always shooting. So the only way to spend time with him is to be with him. He can't come here, so we go there. That's how रोटी कपड़ा की अभी बात कर रहे थे. I remember हम लोग आरके स्टूडियो में थे, जीनत जी का डेथ सीक्वेंस था, हम लोग थे वहाँ पे. अब मेरे को सडनली वहाँ सूझा वो जंगल का सेट था जहाँ पे उनकी डेथ होती है क्लाइमेक्स में. अब वो था उस टाइम पे मेरे दिमाग में, छोटा सा था मैं, लेकिन मेरे ध्यान में आया कि जब जीनत जी लेटी हुई हैं तो ये पत्ते हमको, सूखे पत्ते उन पर पंखे के सामने से मैं उड़ाने लग गया. और मैं बोला डैडी देखो ये अच्छा लग रहा है, ऐसे पत्ते उड़ के आएंगे. ही यूज्ड इट. बट दिस इज, अब क्योंकि वहाँ थे, वहाँ दिमाग में आया, सो योर क्रिएटिव and it resulted in something nice. So you feel that I should think more. So that's how you go towards that journey.
Any other instance you remember of any movie where you were there and something
I assisted him
interesting happened?
In almost every field of filmmaking. From in Kranti we used to handle production, to make vouchers. अब के बरस धरती की रानी कर देंगे में I handled all the colors जो पूरा होली का इफेक्ट था, पूरा हर जगह जो कलर्स कर रहे थे. I have handled the trolley movement, because he was known for extremely lengthy shot taking, and they were very complicated.
Yeah, and the camera used to move like
there
this.
were times when we would run short of numbers for the trolley, because वो trolley इतनी बार आगे पीछे जा रही, we had to give them alphabets कि A से J पे जाना है, J से K पे आना है, क्योंकि वो एक ही शॉट में वो ट्रॉली इतनी बार आगे पीछे जा रही है.
That is so evident in that song. मैं ना भूलूंगा.
It's there in almost every film of his.
Yeah.
In fact, I was telling someone the other day, we were shooting जय हिंद का मुहूर्त था. प्राण साहब, मैं, अमरीश जी, हम लोग सारे उस एक ही शॉट में थे और हम सब 3 ट्रॉलियों पे खड़े थे. तीनों ट्रॉलियां चल रही हैं, कैमरा स्टेडी था, ट्रॉलियों पे हम चल रहे हैं, और उसी सीन में फिर बारिश आ जाती है और पूरे डायलॉग चल रहे हैं. तो उसके शॉट के बाद प्राण साहब मेरे को, क्योंकि प्राण साहब ऑफ कोर्स हैड अ लॉन्ग एसोसिएशन विद डैड, सो प्राण साहब मुझे कह रहे हैं कि हम लोग बहुत लकी हैं ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हैं अंकल? कहते हैं शुक्र करो ये कैमरे में मैगजीन है और वो मैगजीन ख़त्म हो जाती है, अगर डिस्क होती तो मनोज तो कभी कट बोलता ही नहीं है, पूरी फिल्म ही एक शॉट में बना देते। कहते हैं इनका तो मैं उपकार से देख रहा हूँ, लंबे शॉट का ही शौक है इसको। बट देन इट वॉज हिज टेक्निक, दैट वॉज हिज इंस्टीट्यूशन ही क्रिएटेड इन सिनेमा।
I think a lot of editing was required, especially in Kranti when he shot for almost 5.5 hours.
Yes, Kranti का first rush cut 5.5 hours था, I remember.
Yeah.
And we saw the first rush cut in Sumit, प्रकाश जी का जो थिएटर था जूहू में. It's after the rush cut, our editing room used to be in Worli, Ramnod Laboratory थी, वहीं पे एडिटिंग होती थी. उस टाइम स्टैंडबैक नहीं होता था, मूवियाला करके होता था एडिटिंग मशीन. So I was maybe 13, 14 years old. He told me the next day, go to Ramnod. हमारे एडिटर होते थे कामत जी. कामत अंकल के पास जाओ और एडिटिंग सीखो कि मार्क कैसे करते हैं, कट कैसे करते हैं और स्लाइसर में जोड़ते कैसे हैं. I went, learned. I told him जी सीख लिया है. मूवियाला and the whole negative stock was shifted to the house. We had our bungalow and we had a garden in a small cottage. वो कॉटेज में उन्होंने बोला अब इसको एडिटिंग रूम बनाएंगे. Every day, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, 5 in the morning used to wake me. My nickname was Ricky. Ricky उठो, चलो.
अभी भी रिकी बुलाते होंगे.
हाँ, वो तो चलो. तो घर से नीचे कॉटेज में जाते थे. 3 नंबर रील लगाओ. अब सीखा था तो 3 नंबर रील लगाई. मैं नींद में कर रहा हूँ, अब वो रील देख रहे हैं, स्टॉप, काटो, फेंको, काटो. और मैं मन में सोच रहा हूँ, अब ज़्यादा सोचता हूँ ऑन हाइंडसाइड कि ये इंसान ऐसा है जिसने ये कहानी लिखी है, जिसने ये डायलॉग लिखे हैं, जिसने इसको डायरेक्ट किया है, जिसने इसमें पैसा लगा के प्रोड्यूस किया है. हमारी प्रॉपर्टीज बेची थी क्रांति बनाने के लिए कि नहीं पैसा कम पड़ रहा है, प्रॉपर्टियां बेचो, पिक्चर मुझे पूरी करनी. इसमें इन्होंने एक्टिंग करी है और अब ये बोल रहे हैं काटो फेंको. कुछ 1 सेकंड के लिए नहीं सोच रहे हैं कि मेरा तो पैसा भी जा रहा है उसमें. उस वक्त फिल्म जरूरी है, फिल्म को कैसे करेक्ट करना है वो जरूरी है. दैट्स हाउ अगेन इट्स सैक्रिफाइस, लाइक यू वर आस्किंग. नाउ दीज आर सैक्रिफाइसेस. Bharat and the whole film has to be corrected. Even if I have to throw and burn my money. This is when you are an editor yourself. You need a lot of courage for this. There were sequences of Dilip Saab and Dad, short songs, sad song sequences. पूरे निकाल के फेंक दिए. You need guts for this. And that 5.5 hour became 3 hours 15 minutes. Which you all saw.
Did Dilip Saab have any say that okay, keep it?
Editing में तो किसी की say होती नहीं थी because they were not aware of the editing.
आजकल तो एक्टर्स एडिटिंग टेबल पे बैठ जाते हैं.
आजकल का ज़माना अलग है, आजकल की फिल्म मेकिंग अलग है. आजकल तो एक शॉट लिया जाता है तो पूरी टीम आके देखती है पहले वो मॉनिटर पे ठीक है कि नहीं है, वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि नहीं रीटेक करना है कि नहीं करना है. पहले तो ये चीज़ें प्रिविलेज था ही नहीं. तो इट वॉज ओनली अ डायरेक्टर्स विजन एंड द कैमरामैन्स आई which had to be trusted. The connection between the director and the cameraman had to be so real कि मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ तुम ये डिलीवर देखो हो रहा है कि नहीं. और ट्रस्ट पे होता था सारा कुछ.
It is very strange because talent managers, PRs are standing on the set and they go home and they tell the actor, okay, I don't want you to be projected this way. And then the next day the actor informs the director, आप फिर से करो, ये सही नहीं है.
I don't like to comment much on today's
what is
filmmaking.
happening.
I know. I mean, I've also done about 12 films as an actor. And because of our learning of filmmaking from childhood is when a lot of my, when I did South films with Kalakar and all, Sridevi, those cameramen, because, in the South, the cameraman is of a different stature. Like all the heroes are there in awe of the cameraman because you have to make me look good on the screen. So, and they used to tell me that at such a young age, you have so much knowledge of how to take the lighting, how to face where and when. And it's all because of upbringing of and learning from dad. He's made me learn each aspect of filmmaking. I have operated the camera for him. I have operated the trolley for him. I've done production work for him. He made me learn music for 16 years. So I used to professionally play tabla, dholak, percussions and recordings for everybody. For Bappi ji, for Jagjit Singh ji, for Naushad साहब. I used to go on the bus और जाके रिकॉर्डिंग में बजाता था मैं. तो वो हर चीज में उन्होंने सिखाया है. वो पार्ट भी स्ट्रगल थी हमारे लिए कि जाओ सीखो, बाकियों का भी काम समझो. So that teaches you a lot and then it grounds you. You stay at that human level. Today, there is so much technology available, but each recording of a song takes 5 days. I have seen recordings when we used to do 5 songs in one day. एक ही टेक में सब बजा रहे हैं, सब गा रहे हैं और एक साथ हो रहा है.
And all 5 were hits.
हाँ.
It was a complete album.
तो
When did you last hear a complete album in today's times?
no, it's very rare. Nowadays, shelf life of, forget a song, shelf life of a film is very rare. It's very, very short. I think content by itself is getting shallower as the society is. Like Dad used to always tell us, films that are being made will always reflect what society is.
It's a very, very important point you're saying.
जो आप महसूस कर रहे हो, जो आप देख रहे हो, वही आप लिखोगे, वही आप सोचोगे, वही आप पोर्ट्रे करोगे. The kind of crudity in violence, crudity in language, crudity in songs you're seeing was not the substance of earlier cinema. It's all changing.
Did it disturb Manoj Kumar Saab when he saw today's stuff?
It touched him if he could see even one good scene. वो बोलते थे कि ये अच्छा लिखा है, ये अच्छा बोला, बट वो बड़ा रेयर होता था. But such is the kind of content being created. And that's, I guess, you will create what the audience wants. So the fabric is changing of society.
Did he stop seeing at some point and say, बस यार अभी और नहीं देखना है मुझे?
कई बार ऐसा भी हुआ है. कई बार ऐसी चीज़ें हैं OTT पे जो आती हैं, जो मुझे अच्छी लगी हो, उनको मैंने बोला आप देखिए बहुत अच्छा है. वो 2 सीन के बाद ही नहीं यार, मेरे काम का नहीं है. कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो which go back in towards freedom struggle. So he used to watch, he used to say कि ये हुआ है, ये करेक्ट लिखा है इन्होंने, ये हिस्ट्री बुक्स में दबा दिया गया था लेकिन ये सही बात है. तो all these things he was intrigued with cinema even today. He was never ignorant of it.
When I say he was in families, he was in homes, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
I remember when Roti Kapra Aur Makan released, it was Guru Nanak's birthday. And, we had gone after the movie, after midnight, to the Gurdwara. And I think the topic that was being discussed there was just this, not by us, but by almost every family. Because a lot of people had just finished a movie and come there.
Right.
कि हमने क्या देखा, क्या हमने dialogue सुने इसमें. They were so, I don't know if the word is shaken up, but they were so affected by what they saw.
Like Dad used to always say, if it moves you, it's touched you. And if a movie will move and touch you, it will have that repeat value. You would want to see it again.
Yeah.
That emotional touch you have to connect with the film. You have to connect with that particular line or the character or the story or that emotion that is created. Once you connect it, you relate to it. That is why a lot of friends, well-wishers keep telling me we must remake Puravar Paschim. I said, you cannot. That emotion that has been created is embedded in people. To recreate that, I have to say the same lines and I have to use the same songs and to create the same emotion. Otherwise, you cannot create the same emotion otherwise. वो होगा ही नहीं. शहीद बनी थी, शहीद 6-7 जनों ने बनाई उसके बाद, एक साथ बनाई. बहुत सारे बड़े-बड़े फिल्म मेकर, बड़े-बड़े स्टार्स. Nobody could succeed. You can't recreate that emotion.
Bobby Deol did Bhagat Singh. Ajay Devgan did Bhagat Singh.
A lot of people did. But वही याद है.
More on the fact that he was in families, I remember my mother's two favorite songs, 1 and 2, was Ek Pyar Ka Nagma Hai, Shor, and Kasme Waade, Upka.
Kasme Waade Pyar Bhasa is such a relevant song even today.
Every line,
Yes.
every word.
And used so beautifully in the film in various portions. Even Ek Pyar Ka Nagma Hai, used so many times in Shor in various portions. Happy moments, sad moments, crucial moments, religious moments. It's everywhere. So that's the genius of him and his team that was around him. They were so in tune. मेरे को प्रेम चोपड़ा अंकल बता रहे थे, इट्स अ पॉइंट टू थिंक. ये लोग सोचते नहीं हैं. इट्स द अदर साइड ऑफ द पेज. He thought of Puravar Paschim or wrote Puravar Paschim without ever going abroad. He had never been abroad. He went abroad to shoot it. But he wrote it so that thinking कि वहाँ क्या होगा वो यहीं बैठ के सोचा है.
सोचो वो विजन.
और अलग एंगल बताता हूँ, which dad told me. When they landed in London at the airport, से जब बाहर आ रहे थे, for the first time he saw the हरे रामा हरे कृष्णा मूवमेंट ऑफ इस्कॉन. उसके पहले देखा नहीं था उन्होंने. और वो जब देखा है तो उन्होंने उसको कैसे पूर्व पश्चिम में इनकॉर्पोरेट किया, आप सोचिए. अब दिस इज
आजकल तो हर एक चीज के लिए नहीं, मुझे यहाँ जाना है, मुझे यहाँ रहना है.
अब आप सोचिए एज अ क्रिएटर, एज अ राइटर, एज अ डायरेक्टर, हाउ मच ऑफ हरे रामा हरे कृष्णा एंड दैट भजन इज पार्ट ऑफ पूर्व पश्चिम, जो था ही नहीं पहले कहानी में.
Hare Rama Hare Krishna, when you say it, reminds me of a story I read, or I think somebody told me, it hasn't yet come, that this title was with Manoj ji.
जो देव साहब ने बनाई थी.
हाँ.
I am not aware of it.
And then Dev Saab one day called him and said,
oh, he had huge respect for Dev Saab and Raj Saab and all these people. So I'm sure if Dev Saab must have, वो तो फोन करके ऑर्डर देते थे तो.
Yeah, he just told him this title is mine.
बस I'm sure बोला होगा. I'm sure बोला होगा.
बट उन दिनों में जो प्यार भी था एक्टर्स के बीच में, रिस्पेक्ट था, जो भी, वो ऐसा कोई टाइटल देगा भी नहीं. आजकल तो हर एक चीज के लिए केस कर दिया, सोशल मीडिया पे डाल दिया.
पूर्व और पश्चिम की एक और बात बताता हूँ आपको. अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू ऑफ सैक्रिफाइस. फिरोज खान साहब लंदन में थे जब हम ये लोग शूटिंग करने गए थे. ये मैंने भी सुनी है बातें इनसे. तो एक एंगल उन्होंने और शूट किया था ऑफ फिरोज खान एंड अ पाकिस्तानी जर्नलिस्ट हु दे हायर्ड फ्रॉम लंदन ओनली. And there was a kind of a whole triangle between Saira Bano and Dad and Firoz Khan, and this whole thing was shot. But when he came back and sat on the editing table, he said, "ये नहीं चाहिए, सब निकाल कर. You don't even know of it, you don't even miss it, but it was part of the story."
But there's no Firoz Khan in the movie anywhere else.
No. That is the editor. That is a sacrifice for the film. That is Bharat. Had to be correct in that. So there is a larger picture to being Bharat.
Did Firoz Khan Sahab ever tell you when he met you?
No, this was told to me in fact by Dad only कि ये पूरा portion हमने shoot किया था.
Was it true that Rakhi and Sharmila ji refused Shore?
Yes, that's what I was told.
Why did
and
they?
Nanda ji
Did it for free?
Did it for free.
Why did they refuse?
I wouldn't know. I was too small. And it could have been, I'm sure it would have not been money, but it could have been either the choice of role or the reason could be dates. I am not aware because Dad was already a successful director and an actor.
Maybe the length of the role.
Possible, because it wasn't a centric role. Centric was more the father and the son. I mean, it's the thinnest storyline one could have. Father's dream is to hear son's voice. Son talks, father can't hear. That's the line. That's the story.
Who can think of such a story?
And the title is Shore. Because all the noise that he wants, what he wants to hear, he can't hear. So rest everything is noise to me.
Even the start is so. I mean, if you remember that one funeral is going, one marriage procession is going.
Yes.
This is what we see outside.
Yes, exactly. and both are true to life. Marriage procession, death of somebody is going, it's all relevant to your life, but it's noise for you because it's not relevant to you at that moment. That is how the title Shore comes. But that was his creative genius. I don't know how anyone, it's easy for us to all say कि शहीद देखने का टाइम शास्त्री ने दिया था कि मैं 10 मिनट आके देख सकता हूँ, और जब वो देखने बैठे तो पूरी फिल्म देखी, और पूरी फिल्म देखने के बाद बोला मेरी जय जवान जय किसान पे अगर बना सकते हो
जी।
और इट्स नॉट इजी कि ठीक है ट्रेन में बैठे बॉम्बे आने तक कहानी लिख ली पूरी। ये तो सुनी सुनाई बातें लगती हैं कि कैसे हो सकता है भाई। हमारे टाइम पे जब मैं फिल्में कर रहा था तब भी होता था कि ओहो चलो खंडाला जाते हैं राइटरों के साथ, वहाँ 1 महीना बुक किया होटल, वहाँ जाके
अक्सर लोग लंदन जाते हैं, अमेरिका जाते हैं, बोलते हैं हम रूम में बंद हो जाते हैं।
हाँ, रूम में बंद हो जाते हैं। आप बंद होके तो दिमाग तो कहीं भी चलेगा, आप कहीं भी लिख सकते हो।
और ऐसी पिक्चरें आती है जो हम थिएटर में 3 घंटा बंद नहीं हो सकते।
हाँ, but I am glad that there is a school of theatre he created, a school of cinema that my father created without ever learning. It was all natural for him. उन्होंने कोई इसके बारे में पढ़ाई नहीं करी है, कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं था। मैं तो कह सकता हूँ हमने डैड को बनाते हुए देखा है तो हमने सीखा है। इन्होंने तो, ये तो रेफ्यूजी कैंप से आए थे, इन्होंने तो कुछ देखा नहीं था। दिलीप साहब की फिल्में देख के अपना नाम मनोज रख लिया था। और आज़ादी देखकर भारत का सपना देखा होगा ना, तभी भारत सूझा होगा। और विक्की जी एक बात और मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, बहुत फिल्म मेकर आए हैं, बहुत म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर आए हैं, बहुत लेखक आए हैं, बहुत एडिटर आए हैं, बड़े एक्टर सुपरस्टार आए हैं, बहुत आए हैं, बहुत आते रहेंगे। भारत एक ही आया है, एक ही रहेगा और यही रहेगा, और कोई भारत नहीं बन पाएगा। ये देख रहे हैं आप, ये भारत है जो हर घर का सपना है। लेकिन इस भारत को बनाने और संभालने के पीछे ये जो पिन है, ये है हरि कृष्ण गोस्वामी। ये है वो इंसान जिसने दर्द, सैक्रिफाइस, ठहराव, हर चीज को बैलेंस रखा ताकि इस भारत की इमेज कायम रहे। एक भारत आया है जो पिताजी थे, एक ही भारत रहेगा एज एन एक्टर, एक ही भारत हमेशा रहेगा। ये भारत दोबारा नहीं आएगा, बड़े स्टार आएंगे।
Do you get people coming to you and saying, you know, Shore was their best film, and
Yes.
and ironically वही फिल्म में उनका नाम भारत नहीं था
जी, शंकर था। See, because it's a very difficult script. I would say all his scripts are very difficult.
It's a shocking
but
story.
This is the thinnest line in a film that one could create. 2 ही कैरेक्टर की कहानी है और बहुत छोटी कहानी है, उसके अराउंड आपने 3 घंटे की फिल्म बनाई, इतनी इंट्रीगिंग, इतनी इमोशनल, इतना। पीछे कुछ महीने पहले हॉस्पिटल में ही थे और हॉस्पिटल रूम में शोर आई होगी टीवी पे। अब हम लोग तो जाते ही थे मिलने, मुझे देख के बोल रहे हैं कि यार शोर में मैंने बहुत रुलाया लोगों को, आज मैं खुद बहुत रोया हूं देख के। ऐसे रुलाया तो है आपने, इसीलिए तो कई लोग वो बंद कर देते हैं कि रोना बहुत आएगा। माय ग्रैंडफादर नेवर सॉ द क्लाइमैक्स ऑफ शहीद, जहां पे वो निकलते हैं फांसी चढ़ने। ही यूज्ड टू गेट अप एंड गो, आई कांट सी दिस। फॉर हिम emotional connect was very, very important in a film, especially in the second half, because he says second half में emotions draw अगर कर लोगे, it will be half success already. That was his point of view of story writing and scripting always.
When you say,
and it was so strange. आप कह रहे हैं लोग अमेरिका चले जाते हैं लिखने। क्रांति के सेट पे हम लोग होते थे, मी एंड माई हिज कजन ब्रदर संजीव गोस्वामी, You interviewed Manish. Manish is elder brother. You know, Kranti had a very big canvas. वो फोर्ट लगा है, फोर्ट में कोर्ट चल रहा है, दोनों तरफ पब्लिक बैठी हुई है, प्रदीप कुमार जी अपना डायलॉग बोल रहे हैं शत्रुघ्न सिन्हा के लिए। अब डैड आते थे सेट पे, वो सेट पे सीन लिखते थे, घर पे कुछ नहीं लिखा होता था। आएंगे, प्रॉप्स देखेंगे क्या है, अकॉर्डिंगली पहले सीन लिखेंगे, फिर नरेमन दादा या जो डिसूजा जो कैमरामैन था उसको बोलेंगे। अब कई बार होता था, आप सेट पे आए हैं, सीन लिख रहे हैं, सीन नहीं लिखा जा रहा, पैकअप कर दो। अरे
When actors used to go back.
एवरीवन एक्टर्स यूज्ड टू गो बैक। वो 6,000 का क्राउड बैठा है, मी एंड संजीव गोस्वामी एक एक का वाउचर बनाना पड़ता था हमको, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे तो ऐसे ही सिस्टम होता था प्रोडक्शन का। बट ही यूज्ड टू नहीं, नाउ दिस इज सैक्रिफाइस।
And actors never grumbled with Manoj Kumar
No,
sir?
no,
Never.
No. He never grumbled with them on their coming. If you're coming late, if you're coming early, if you have a date problem, I have never seen him argue with anybody for anything. So why should they? देखिए, end result अगर ठीक है, कोई complain नहीं करेगा. That's the confidence they had in him. But it's happened a lot in Kranti, because उसके पहले तो मैं इतना सेट पे होता नहीं था, बट क्रांति में तो I was very active. नहीं लिखा जा रहा, कैंसिल करो, मतलब इट वॉज अ रेगुलर थिंग। और वहीं पे लिखेंगे, वहीं पे शॉट डिसाइड होगा, वहीं पे डायलॉग लिखेंगे, कुछ पहले नहीं होता था। ये नहीं है कि घर में वो अपने रूम में बैठ के कि अभी डिस्टर्ब नहीं करो, मैं सीन लिख रहा हूं, नहीं, वो वहीं होता था। एंड वी यूज्ड टू आल्सो वंडर, और वहीं पे वो 6-6 मिनट के टेक बनते थे कि शॉट बन रहे हैं, कि ऐसे ट्रॉली चलेगी, ऐसे आगे जाएगी, पीछे जाएगी, कैरेक्टर कितना घूमेगा, कहाँ जूम होगा, फिर वापस आएगा, फिर लॉन्ग शॉट हो जाएगा। इट वॉज अमेजिंग हाउ ही कुड डू इट।
You spoke about your grandfather. That reminds me of that unfortunate incident near Bayandar.
जी,
What exactly happened? And after that, if I'm not wrong, Manoj ji was very, very largely affected, and
like
his film started.
like I said, he was always
थोड़ा decline आ गया था.
he was a family man. He was a very rooted family man. For him, his ancestors, his father, his extended family, his elders were most important for him. For the most important thing for him to teach us was how you have to respect your elders and why that tradition should always be maintained. Even if it's a photograph, if you enter the house, you must do a namaste to the photograph first before going in. It wasn't just if the person is there or not, that even a photograph is relevant. So what happened with the grandfather was also unfortunate. वो पुल पे वो फूल चढ़ने गए थे, वो पुल was also shaky and he had tumbled and fallen down. Of course it shakes everybody. This has shaken us completely. This has uprooted our family. This was our centric point of the whole. When I say whole family, I'm talking my maternal side, his sisters, their family. We were all connected with him.
The fulcrum of the family.
Of course. And everybody was here when this happened. But like I said, it's a journey that takes its own course. It happened to generations before us. It will happen to generations after us. But like I said, कई आएंगे, कई जाएंगे, भारत एक ही रहेगा। ये सिनोनिमस रहेगा इनके साथ, जिसके लिए इन्होंने बहुत मेहनत करी, सैक्रिफाइस करी, बलिदान दिए, लेकिन उस भारत को हमेशा पवित्र रखा।
It is said that he wrote many movies for others, directed some movies for others, did not take credit.
I wouldn't like to take that away from him or from them. But it is a fact, is what I can say. Because many of the films that he made, many of those directors didn't really know how to direct or didn't know what camera placement is. But because he was closely associated to them, or there was an emotional bond between them, he went ahead, made the films, wrote the films, directed the films, but gave the credit. He never took it. Even for many of his songs, which I'm sure if you ask Anand Ji Bhai or Pyare Ji who are still around, they will tell you कि कितने गाने उन्होंने खुद लिखे, लेकिन क्रेडिट नहीं लिया। But that's him. That's a human nature that he had.
गानों में I'm not surprised. You can feel it that he has written.
For him, his song was part of the screenplay. It was part of the story. He always said, गाना कहानी को आगे लेके जाना चाहिए. It should not be just कि गाना कर देना है. कहानी होनी चाहिए इसमें. वो कहानी रहेगी तो गाने में ऑडियंस का इंटरेस्ट भी रहेगा.
A person in the comment section of the interview which we did with Manish Goswami
जी.
says that Manoj ji directed one part of Mera Naam Joker.
From what I have heard from Dad, of course, Mera Naam Joker was equally close to him as it was to Raj Uncle. I think it was a film very close to that whole team. Maybe it got more closer because commercially it didn't do well. You know, sometimes that also happens. But of course, there was some dialogue between Raj Saab and Raj Uncle and Dad that Dad had told him कि आप मेरे को इसका second half edit करने दे दो. फिर इसकी shape change हो जाएगी फिल्म की. But I don't know whether that happened or didn't happen. You know, to take away something from somebody else's project or baby, it's not fair on me to say कि राज साहब ने direct नहीं किया और Dad ने किया. I'm in no shoes to comment on that, to be very honest.
No, we are
but
not
there was
taking away the
definitely
credit, we are just saying the fact. If it
there was
happened.
this discussion was there which Dad himself had told me कि I had requested him कि let me edit the second half.
Not direct.
Not direct. Why would he want to? Raj Saab was a great director. Dad respected him. He was in awe of him all the time. It was when I was starting my career as an actor, the only thing my father used to tell me, watch Raj Saab's films. If you want to be an actor, watch Raj Kapoor as an actor. That's how you learn acting. So why would he ever take anything away from that man? He was too big a filmmaker for Dad.
Did he keep pushing you that, okay, don't give up movies? I think after some of the movies which you did in your initial stages didn't do well at the box office.
Yeah.
You somewhat took a back seat and...
Yeah. You see, I had that choice. I didn't have to feed my family. Hari Krishnan Goswami didn't have that choice. Even though he had 7 flops or 6 flops, he had to keep pushing. I had that privilege because of my father. And when I realized that if you're not doing well at the box office, you've tried, you will only start compromising with your choice of work. Once you start doing that, you will start losing respect for yourself. Just to be in the slot that I am still an actor. I didn't want to do that. It was not acceptable to me. I had to keep my self-respect. And I must tell you, Vicky, once you come into this film line, especially to become an actor, it's very difficult to quit. You need a lot of guts to say, this is it for me, I'm out of here.
So what was his reaction?
He kept telling me, you have to keep trying, you have to
disappointed?
Yes. He said, try karo, karte raho, hoega. But there was a line I had to draw for myself. And it's not that I stopped working, I did other things. I went into different fields. I opened a restaurant in Delhi. I was there. I didn't know anything about catering. I didn't know anything about food, about restaurants. I did that.
And you did very well in that.
It did well. It did decently well. Then I came back. Then I, out of the blue, I opened a travel agency, which I ran for almost 10, 15 years, which did very well. It wasn't that I knew anything about the travel trade. But you have to keep working. You have to go on. बहता हुआ दरिया बनो बोलते थे. ठहरा हुआ पानी बनोगे कीचड़ बन जाओगे. This was his teaching to us all the time. Keep moving. You have to keep flowing.
So when you took that back seat, did some films come to you?
Yes.
After that?
Yes. Which I didn't do.
And you held on to your decision?
Because I knew what is coming to me would be a compromise in my capability of work that I want to do.
Or that you had started to do?
Yes. So I didn't want to. I am still an actor. इसके लिए कुछ भी करो. नहीं, मुझे वो नहीं करना था. और मुझे ये प्रिविलेज थी, क्योंकि इन्होंने प्रिविलेज दी थी मुझे.
उनमें से कोई फिल्म जो आपने रिफ्यूज की और बहुत बड़ी हिट हो गई?
एक फिल्म थी उस टाइम पे, बड़ी मल्टी स्टारर फिल्में बन रही थी, तो मेरे को ऑफर आई, ऑफिस में फोन आया राजश्री प्रोडक्शंस का. ऑफ कोर्स राजश्री प्रोडक्शंस वेरी ओल्ड प्रोडक्शन हाउस, बट दे वर ऑलवेज filmmakers, production house to launch new people, to make small budget films which would become big hits, you know, to make those family oriented small pocket वाली फिल्में जो small budget की बनती हैं. मैंने सोचा यार ये 3-3, 4-4 हीरो की फिल्में बन रही हैं और ये मुझे ऑफर आ रही है, तो अभी तो मेरा टाइम और भी डाउन हो रहा है. तो एक उनकी आ रहा था फोन और एक रामसे ब्रदर्स का आ रहा था जो उस टाइम पे हॉरर फिल्म बनाते थे. ऐसे ये तो टाइमिंग मेरा सब खराब हो रहा है और मैं रिफ्यूज़ करता गया वो फिल्म. रामसे जी से तो उनसे तो बात ही नहीं करी, और बरजाटिया जी के यहाँ से जो फ़ोन आ रहे थे मैंने रिस्पॉन्ड दिया ही नहीं उनको, बल्कि वो लोग 2-3 बार दफ्तर भी आए थे. वो फिल्म थी मैंने प्यार किया. कोई किसी की किस्मत का नहीं खा सकता, ये सलमान की किस्मत थी जो उसको फिल्म मिली. और सूरज जी मुझे जब मिले थे मुझे बोलते भी हैं, आप तो हमारी फिल्म ही नहीं करते, ऐसे प्लीज गाली मत दो, गलती कर ली यार. बट दैट्स डेस्टिनी.
आई एम अवेयर ऑफ दैट मैंने प्यार किया because I happened to see a video of Tabassum Talkies last night, which is now being done by her son Hoshang.
Okay.
And he has mentioned this. And another movie which you didn't do, which went on to become very big, was Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar.
Correct.
Deepak Tijori's role.
Correct.
Why didn't you do that?
Deepak, that role had a grey element to it. You know, there was, I think from what I remember, it had a rape or rape sequence. कुछ था उसमें, अभी मुझे इतना clearly याद नहीं आ रहा है. And I wasn't very clear because Mansoor and Amir were related. And I said, I don't know how justified he would portray me as that grey character. That doubt kept me away from the film. In fact, Nasir Saab also told me कि इतनी डिस्कशन अब एक कहानी के ऊपर मैंने किसी एक्टर से नहीं करी है, बिकॉज आई वॉज वेरी क्लियर कि कितना ग्रे होगा वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था मेरे लिए. सो दैट वॉज द रीजन आई हैड नॉट डन इट.
लेकिन वो सीन शायद है नहीं
अब
जो आप बोल रहे हैं, जिस पर आपको
स्क्रिप्ट में तो
था,
जो कहानी मुझे सुनाई गई थी उसमें तो था.
अच्छा.
अब मुझे ध्यान नहीं है कि फिल्म में था कि नहीं था, बट इट वॉज देयर इन द स्क्रिप्ट.
And when you saw these films, especially मैंने प्यार किया and जो जीता वही सिकंदर, what did your dad say? What did Manoj Kumar साहब say?
You know, there was a line which my grandfather had told my father, which he used to always repeat to us. Those who are destined to be hanged cannot be drowned. जो लिखा है वो लिखा है. It's part of your journey. So it was a call, it was a choice I made. I have to regret it or enjoy it or accept it. It's part of me.
He never said anything.
No, it's what can he say?
मैंने बोला था यार करो.
He didn't even know I was getting these offers. He was not interfering in all this.
Or you were not telling him?
No, but it was not the right thing for a father to be, you know, एक तो पहले ही एक नोशन था कि ओहो कुणाल गोस्वामी को साइन करना है तो मनोज कुमार जी को मिलना पड़ेगा. दैट वाज अ मिथ दैट पीपल हैड व्हिच आई हैड टू, you know, correct. So all the more reason it was important that I don't show or even let him interfere in all this, even though he had better judgment than me.
ये ऐसा क्यों मिथ बन गया था?
ये था इस टाइम पे एक दौर चला था स्टार सन्स का, जब सब बड़े एक्टर्स के बच्चे हीरो बन रहे थे, तो एक ये आ गया था कि संजय दत्त को साइन करना है तो दत्त साहब को मिलना पड़ेगा, कुमार गौरव को करना है तो राजेंद्र कुमार जी, ऐसा एक वो मिथ आ गया था. बट इट वाजंट ट्रू. Everybody was doing their own choices in their own films.
Which is your best film of your dad? If I was to say, put your hand on one.
It's very difficult, Vicky, to be honest. I won't be fair because each film has a different canvas. Each film has very different characters and actors. Roti Kauda Makan had an equally big cast like Kranti. If you go to see, it's a very big cast, and to balance that out is not easy.
Yeah.
Kranti, in fact, also had a very big cast, but it had a lot of history and avenues to justify the characters. Shore had no characters. So it's very difficult. As a director, I would say Shore. As a screenplay, I would say Roti Kapda Makan, because it's very difficult to really identify that this is the best. No. This is the best in this field, but this is the best in another field. So it's very difficult for me to really identify a film. Like वो कौन थी जो गाना इतना चला हुआ है, ये था ही नहीं, एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहे थे खोसला, सरबाज खोसला जी. इट वॉज डैड हु इंसिस्टेड कि ये गाना लो, ये गाना मेरी गारंटी पे लो. लग जा गले जो गाना है वो कौन थी का, वो दे हैड रिजेक्टेड द सॉन्ग. इट टुक हिम 3 days टू कन्विंस देम कि ये गाना रखो, ये गाना लो, उसको रिकॉर्ड करो, ये सुपर हिट गाना है. सो ऐसी बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो आराम से फिर किसी वक्त बात करेंगे. अभी मेरी मम्मी के पास जाना है, फैमिली का टाइम है.
Thank you so much.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Kunal sir, for this conversation.
मेरा भारत महान. थैंक यू.